My mom taught me to sell at a spaza shop. She ran a hair salon. I pretty much learned entrepreneurship from my mom's.
Ngumntu ngabantu. That on your own, you can't really do it. You need the support of those around you.
You will have a network of people, a network of communities, and a society that will make sure that you count.
Hello and welcome to another episode of SAITA Straight Talk. SAITA Straight Talk is brought to you and powered by the South African Informal Traders Alliance, the official voice of the informal sector in South Africa. With every episode of SAITA Straight Talk, we embark on making sure that we talk about issues that are relevant to the informal trading sector. Sometimes we celebrate, sometimes we berate, sometimes we disagree, and other times we just want to hear other people's opinions. We always focus on a lot of the commercial aspects of our work as informal traders. We focus a lot on legislation, but we often have to stop and talk about things of the heart. And that is where SAITA StraightTalk Inspire gives an opportunity to not only people in the informal sector, but anyone to come and tell their story. Tonight, we're going to chat to a new division within SAITA. Remember on Tuesday evening, we introduced Samantha van Skalkwyk, and she spoke to us about SAITA Youth Connect opportunities that will be broadcast every Friday at 3:30. So tonight, it is my pleasure and my privilege to introduce Michelle King. Michelle King, welcome, and tell us about your portfolio within SAITA.
Thank you so much, Louise, and thank you for the privilege and the honor to be on the panel this evening. I am Michelle King. I head SAITA Cares. So SAITA Cares is a division of SAITA, the South African Informal Traders Alliance. So let me tell you, for me, when people ask me about SAITA Cares, I always say, take SAITA, and then you take the word cares, and you brighten it, and you put it in highlights. And that's what it means to me. So it's about heart. It's about community. It's about giving back to the community. And it's for me, and it started with, it's basically, COVID happened. People lost their jobs, kids.
Yes.
There's a lot of trauma and need out there. So what I'm trying to accomplish together with SAITA, what we are trying to accomplish is, together with community leaders, various NPOs, NGOs, events coordinators nationwide, we want to raise funds, do various events, raise funds, and for me, at the end of the day, actually leave like a massive footprint. Just to say, SAITA, there is a forum out there that does care, and just to, people come and people go, people do events, they do a sponsorship, and then they don't. For me, no. It's not about just the photo opportunity and we're doing a soup kitchen, or we're doing soup kitchens, various parcel packs, Santa shoebox. That's what I want to do. But it's not about just the photo opportunity and leaving. I want to build relationships with the community leaders, with the ECDs, the creches, the schools, the safe havens, the shelters. I want to build a lasting relationship with them, a continuous lasting relationship. And for me, that is very, very important. It's not just, it's the legacy. It's how my mother raised me. And it's the legacy that I want to leave for my kids. You, people have pride, yes, and people's pride during COVID, it knocked people's pride. And
Yeah.
I just want to remind people, there is a platform that does care, and it's okay to not be okay and to ask for help. And I want to be able to have that ability. Well, I have that ability. I can see the need without you having to tell me. So I just want to build relations and give back. That's in essence what I want to do nationwide, with the help, obviously, of crowdfunding and raising funds and speaking to people's hearts, and saying, hey, you know what? We can still make a difference. And that is actually the foundation. I want to make a difference. One community, one, one, one community, one kid, one family, one province at a time, actually. So, yeah, we can make a difference.
Michelle, what you are saying talks to me about sustainability, because we all know that in the corporate world, we always hear about our corporate social responsibility and
100%.
the kinds of initiatives that big businesses embark on. So
Yeah.
this is also quite groundbreaking in the sense that here we are, the informal sector that is normally the most marginalized, the most forgotten in terms of business, in terms of legislation. And we are actually saying, although we are informal traders, we are organized enough to also care about people that are in a position that might be slightly worse off than we are. And you and I both know that it doesn't matter how bad your situation is. You always know that there's somebody who has a situation that's just a little bit worse off than what yours is.
Yes.
But
And there are so many out there, Louise.
Yeah. Michelle, where does your heart come from? I mean, a passion to take on a project like this. You don't just wake up one morning and then you realize that this is what you want to do. There must be something deeper that motivates. I'm sure there's a personal story hidden somewhere between this passion.
Yeah.
Is
So I'm
there?
giggling because it's very SAITA Cares is very close to my heart, and I'm extremely passionate about it, and where it's headed and where the lives we can touch. And for me, my story is I have a brain tumor. So I have an arachnoid cyst brain tumor. I've had it for almost 5 years. When they found it, it was quite small, and within 2 months, it grew to the size of the entire side of my left temporal lobe. So my last MRI, they said, it's kind of thinning out your skull. Louise, I was on 48 pills a day. I've downscaled it a bit. And then we did last MRI, and then 2 weeks ago, they called me and said, listen, you kind of have to come in for a biopsy because we kind of think we saw some cancer on your liver and your lungs. So that was 2 weeks ago, and that's 5 years. So, and then also, I'm a mom of two, single parent of 2 kids. I am proud single parent of 2 kids. And every day, so I had to tell my kids, obviously, my situation. But, and Louis, and then I almost died twice by I don't know what. So somebody tried to rape me twice. The second incident was actually quite bad. He had a knife, and I nearly died, but I made it. And for me, Louise, my son is very impressionable, and when I walk into, I find it so. And for me, this is the most important thing. I would walk into an event or a corporate space or wherever I go, and I would get up in the morning, go, get up, get done, do what I need to do. See to my kids, do what I need to do. Go to a meeting, whether it's 5 or 10 meetings a day, whether I need to go to an event, like this evening I have to go to an event. If I tell my story, people go, what are you talking about? And I say, yeah. And for me, that is, I'm not going to let my tumor or my experience in life define who I am. I think you have the choice to make what you do with it. And I'm choosing, I chose to fight back internally. It took it was quite a journey, but to be able to have all of that and still have this joy in my heart for SAITA Cares and going back into the communities and giving back. For me, that is phenomenal. And that is, I want to show people that it's okay not to be okay. You are stronger than what you think. And I'm a survivor. And I want to leave a footprint. And I want to do workshops. And SAITA Cares is going to do workshops. And I think through my story, I want to tell my story, and through SAITA Cares, educate and say to them, you know what, it's okay. And my son, my kids know, and people know, some people know, but I don't. Sometimes I have to remind myself, okay, we've got this going on, we've got that. Yeah, but no, Louise, 90% of most of the time, I only see when I have to take my medication, and then I'll be on the road and go, okay, medication. But I get up, I show up, and I do what I need to do. It's okay.
So Michelle,
And I cannot wait.
You're literally saying to me that in spite of adversity, you've decided to say to adversity, no, you're not leading me. Come here. I'm walking in front, and if you want to come, then you can come. Isn't it?
Yes.
That's what you say.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm saying, even no matter what you've gone through, sometimes I'll say to my son, you know what? Mommy's going through all of this, but there's a child out there that's not eating tonight. There's a child that doesn't have a blanket. There's you know what? There is I look at I always think, whatever I'm going through is so little in comparison to what the people in the communities are going through. In the formal parents in the informal sector have lost their jobs. What are they going to say to the kids tonight? Louise, I'm still breathing. Get up. I can make a difference, and I'm going to. We are going to make a difference through SAITA Cares because it's really something close to my heart.
So SAITA Cares seems like such a big national program, and to say SAITA Cares obviously would have so many different nuances because there are so many different ways to show that we care. Because this is a national program, you obviously also need the input from provinces, from markets, and from communities.
100%.
So what are the kinds of things that you would like to change or to speak into? And more importantly, what are the kinds of things that you want community workers in the informal sector to contact you with to express where there's needs, where we could perhaps assist with skills development or a particular function that needs money? So talk to us about the logistics, if I can call it that way.
Yeah. So SAITA is massive, and it is SAITA Cares is just one of the divisions. We've got membership, we've got training and development, benefits. So I'm sitting in the Western Cape. So what I want to do is I want to introduce myself to the other provinces, and we have an amazing exco. So I want to meet different community leaders, and I want people to be able to so you can contact me I'll do my email address and my contact details at the end of this. So I'm going to, next week, we're going to George. SAITA Cares is going alongside membership and benefits, and we are going to do an event and introduce ourselves to the province. So I want to go to different provinces and say, hi, yes, SAITA Cares. I want to explain what SAITA Cares is about and create relationships with the community leaders. They, in essence, know what the community needs, and the schools, the ECDs, they know. And then we're going to do watch out for our Back a Buddy campaigns. So you can be a part of this journey and make a difference. We are going to do Back a Buddy campaigns, and Back a Buddy is anybody can donate. I'll meet with different NGOs, NPOs, and they will then communicate with me what their needs list is in essence. And from there, we'll take it and we'll go, all right. So it's crowdfunding. It's creating events to raise funds and awareness. So it's just speaking to the hearts of corporates and communities and just everybody just speaking the same language, and any small amount makes a difference. And with that, we will then start province by province and seeing to the needs list, actually, of the various communities. So, yeah.
So, Michelle, if you want to say, if by next year this time, if the two of us must have this chat again, what would you have liked to have achieved? What would you like to say we have achieved by then?
I'd like to say that SAITA Cares is well known nationwide. Or nationwide. If I want to be, I don't know what's the word, inundated with emails and funding from people just across the world. And I want people to say, Michelle, what do you need? How can we help? How can we assist? I want to uplift communities, whether it's through education, workshops. I want to, by next year, this time, have an umbrella of safe havens, communities, creches, shelters, ECDs that I have assisted, that we have assisted. And I want people to say, you're still here. Yeah.
I would like to see that as you do the traveling and as you touch people's hearts, you leave a little stamp everywhere you go to say SAITA Cares was here. You know, if we touch the world, and we all know it doesn't matter how little we have, there's always enough to share.
100%.
And
You
as
know
South
what
Africans,
Mm-hmm.
as South Africans, we're so resilient. And we really, we are a nation that when things are tough, we stand together to make things happen.
Oh, yes, we do.
And for a long time, we've forgotten what it is to just say, listen, let me forget everything that I know and let's assist somebody that's in need.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
I totally
Michelle.
agree with you. I think, yeah. My aim is to do 10 projects in each province.
Wow.
As soon as I can. I want to hit the ground running. I'm in George next week. I want to say, 10 projects. I want to be so busy that I can't even sleep. But it'll be a pure joy. 10 projects per province. Go. Let's go.
That sounds doable. And we, like you said earlier, we have the most amazing team from SAITA across the country. And I also just want to bring it back again to being a SAITA member, because if you are a SAITA member, you're going to be one of the first people to know what's going to be happening in your province, in your community, in your market with the work that SAITA Cares is going to be doing, isn't it, Michelle?
We were at an event last week at the Business Person of the Year finale for SAITA for informal traders. And Louise, a gentleman was there, and I spoke to, he was invited, and he heard about the SAITA membership. It is massive. The benefits, and it's I cannot explain it. He looked at me and he said to me, "Are you telling me that if I become a SAITA member, this is everything that I'll get, or this is everything that I'll know?" And he said, "I actually cannot believe it. Can I speak to Paul Bester? Can we arrange a meeting?" He wanted to sign up his entire staff as SAITA members. It is phenomenal. It'll open up your eyes. Become a SAITA member, and the world is your oyster.
The world is your oyster indeed. And this is just one of the new initiatives that SAITA is embarking on, and it's
called SAITA Cares. If you're a SAITA member, you can actually, I cannot even, if we have to talk about all the business units under the SAITA umbrella, we would sit here the whole evening. It is incredible. I don't think people, you say SAITA, so African Informal Traders Alliance, but if people just know, there's training and development, there's education, there's benefits, tax. We are here to help. There are so many divisions, guys. It is mind-blowing. So we're not just here to help in the communities. We are here to, and the education, Louise, I don't want to go there. The training and development, things that we have planned. Guys, you have to come on this journey with SAITA and SAITA Cares.
If any of our community members or any of our members or market leaders wants to get in contact with you, perhaps they've identified a need where SAITA Cares could possibly assist. How do they 100%. Get in touch with you? Can you share your contact details?
Okay. Certainly, I will. With immediate effect, if you are in need or if you would like to be a part of this journey, whether it's a donation, whether it's funding, whether it's a need, you can contact me at Michelle, MICHELLE, at saita.org.za or 082 511 9398. And that I'm here 24 hours a day.
Won't you just repeat your telephone number again, please, Michelle?
So it's 082 511 9398.
And that is Michelle King, who heads up SAITA Cares, a very new initiative that SAITA, the South African Informal Traders Alliance, have introduced to ensure that we're not only looking after people as they trade, but we're also looking after people with the things that hurt that we don't always want to share. This is SAITA StraightTalk Inspire. Michelle King, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for sharing a little bit of your heart, and all the best for SAITA Cares.
It's been an absolute pleasure, and thank you so much for the opportunity and for the talk. It's been quite inspiring. Thank you so much.